first, live, local. This is Fox 12 Now.
Welcome back to Fox 12 Now. I'm Greg Nibbler. As always, I say it every time, but I mean it. I appreciate you joining us here. We are live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, our website, and our apps. And I always recommend this to download the Fox 12 Oregon app. Great way to watch all the segments that we have. And, of course, watch live and everything else that we have going on here at Fox 12 Oregon. But it is Thursday at 1:30. If you're a regular watcher of the show, you know I'm usually joined by Eric Goranson from Around the House Northwest. And that is going to happen this time, although this is pre-recorded, I'll let you know, and that's because Eric was once again at a national trade show, this time the National Hardware Show down in Las Vegas, back there again. Real rough gig that he has going there, but he was down there and was able to join me for a segment as he's walking around checking out some of the really amazing products that are out there, some of which are specific here for the Northwest that you are definitely going to want to see. So these are the trends of hardware before you're going to see them in any hardware store. So we just got a tiny little taste of this. This is a huge trade show, but he showed us some of the stuff that I think will particularly be of interest for you here in the Northwest. Let's go ahead and play this right now. We'll bring it up. Here's Eric walking around the National Hardware.
Hey, brother, I am at the National Hardware Show in beautiful Las Vegas. It is nice down there.
And you are there, so you're outside of the convention center right now?
Yeah, outside the convention center. You can kind of see the skyline back behind me, just casinos everywhere, but I'm out here at the convention center having a great time, man.
Yeah, and the weather looks terrible, so I feel really bad for you about that part.
It's like 80 degrees. It's horrible.
All right, so yeah, rough, really rough. All right, well, so tell us what is the National Hardware Show? What I mean, obviously hardware. I guess that's kind of implied, but I mean, what does that even mean as far as how many different kinds of things?
When you walk into a home improvement store, your favorite hardware store, this is where those guys go to find new products. So this is where all that stuff, whether it's a Home Depot, Lowe's, Ace, True Value, all the guys come down here to find the latest, greatest stuff. So it is full of brand new stuff that you haven't even seen yet, because the guys that are putting in the stores are just seeing it for the first time.
Wow, amazing. So obviously huge because this is outside of it, so I'm sure the convention center is full as well. So
yeah, it's crazy.
What section are you in right now?
I'm in the outdoor living barbecue lifestyle area out here, which has all the cool stuff, and I got some amazing stuff to show you.
Let's take a look, because I mean, even looking behind you there, I can see a lot going on.
Oh, yeah.
Also, outdoor barbecue place. I imagine there's a lot of samples going on at barbecue.
There is. So I'm over here with the guys at Gather. Check this out. This is an outdoor grill. You can sit here. It's got the flat top. Got chef cooking over here, and this is meant for a party.
What? So that's with the seating all the way around. So you basically got your own.
Portable.
Wow. That's a portable grill with that right in the middle.
Yeah, with that in the middle, so you can just have all your friends out here, have a good time. Friends that gather, super cool. This thing is just a game changer. Put it on your patio, have a great time. You can barbecue. It's charcoal, and then it's got the flat top on there, so you can be cooking stuff like dogs on the flat top, maybe some eggs or whatever. Perfect outdoor party machine right there.
And this is, again, for people, for stores who are buying hardware, this is where they're going to get that. So eventually, this is going to be in a store somewhere near somebody.
Exactly.
You'll be able to get one of these.
Now I'm going to cruise over here to my friends at Solo Stove. This is pretty cool. Check this out. They've got this pizza oven here.
What's up, guys? Just cooking some pizza over here.
So Ty's over here cooking some pizza in their smokeless pizza oven over here, because that's what Solo Stove does, right?
What we're known for.
Exactly. So they're rocking the pizzas out.
We're about to launch this thing if we can get it off the field here.
Yeah, got to get it off the field. That's hot outside, always the challenge, right?
Little, the humidity all the time.
Absolutely.
Just launch it right in there. And then we got about
there we
90 seconds, we'll be done. But
90 seconds.
90 seconds to pizza. Everything you're doing right now makes me hungry.
How cool is that, right? That is awesome. That is just top notch right there. And then I'm going to take you over here because there's all this outdoor living stuff over here too. So I'm going to go over to my friends over here at East Oak. I know the sun's blowing me out, but that's how it does outside. These guys have everything to like outdoor lawn furniture and all this stuff. I mean, you need to take a break. This stuff here is cool. We got outdoor lawn furniture. Hey, Ryan, how you doing, brother? So this is cool stuff here.
So these are all things that you would be able to get. So this is outdoor lawn furniture. So it really is like everything outdoors.
So I could literally be sitting here on the couch out here and checking this stuff out, so you got that. And then these guys are also known for all their different like outdoor heaters, which is like Pacific Northwest perfect, right? So we got
absolutely
all the different heaters. And let me show you this. They have these cool little countertop fire pit stoves here. Actually, I'm going to move this camera around. Watch this here. Yeah, let me flip this camera around. This will be easier. Let me do that real quick. This is so cool. Oh, it's not doing it. So guess what? We're just going to do this. So check this thing out right here. So it's just literally a little fire pit stovetop that goes right on your countertop. So it's a cool little one there. And then
what does it run off of? Is it coal or propane?
Just you just
coal.
Put some wood chips in it, and off you go. So it's like charcoal. Yeah, charcoal.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they got a cool electric smoker over here too. They got food going in this thing. But all countertop stuff, countertop pizza oven.
Yeah, as you mentioned, like all this stuff is great for the Northwest because you're going to have, I mean, you need heaters all the time if you're going to be outdoors. And which I'm looking at all those back there. I want every one of them for myself.
I mean, there's a pizza oven for everybody here when you start walking around. I mean,
what do you think is one of the biggest trends that you're seeing there?
You know, pizza ovens are big right now. And, you know, I love pizza ovens. Those are big. There are so many different barbecue pizza oven companies out here. There's a ton of them. Let me go over here in the shade. I'm going to show you something that I saw here, too. Company in Portland, you know, Coast, they've been in Portland forever. They do a bunch of different stuff. And this is what's amazing. I'm going to show you this here. They came out with a USB AA and AAA battery. So look at these.
What?
So they're rechargeable batteries. And so they last longer than an alkaline. So, you know, like when you use mics, like on a mic pack, right? These things will actually outlast the batteries that you typically use, and then you just use USB-C into the side of them, recharging it like 1,000 charges out of them. And they're cheap enough that about the fifth one that you recharge, you're now breaking even, so you can go thousands beyond that. And brand new batteries out there, so there's no charger you need. You just literally plug your USB-C into the side of the AAA or AA battery, and off you go. One of my favorite finds here at the show.
And you said that's from a Portland company? Did I hear that right?
Yeah, Coast Products. So,
wow. There we go. Portland representing right there. No, yeah. I need to get my hands on some of those.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh my gosh, this is cool stuff. So there's just so much stuff here. And of course, inside there's all the different stuff from, hardware to generator companies, all that different stuff. It's 3,800 booths here, so it gives you an idea how many people are in this place.
That's amazing. So yeah, again, getting to be there and see all of that, a lot of it before anybody's going to get to actually see it in a store, which is what we're bringing too. So I appreciate anytime that you can go to one of these, and give us that behind the scenes look at what's going on there, and especially with a Portland company involved too, but also seeing those trends of what people are going to do. Is there one cool thing that stood out the most to you so far?
I don't know. It wasn't at the show. I went to the Sphere last night. That was pretty cool.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, I mean, that's yeah, that tops pretty much any list to go to the Sphere. But that's
mind-blowing. But it's hard to say. There's so many products. I got to see a lot of people that actually been on the show before. But I think there's one of the biggest trends that I saw here was a lot of companies coming out with home batteries. So that home battery energy storage. So like the big Tesla type battery. But there's 15 companies here with those. All different brands and, off brands and stuff like that, where it looks like that's going to be a lot more affordable for energy storage for your home.
And that's, something we've been talking about with battery storage, even just on this show when you've been on here before. We were talking about, electric powered equipment or battery powered equipment, versus gas powered. The comments on that, we all saw the comments on that. But that's the way things are going, battery powered. So that's really interesting to see the technology down there, at something like this, the National Hardware Show. So, hey, everybody, that's what you're going to be seeing in your stores, in your locations.
Yeah, I mean, this is cool. Here, look at this here, just to show you. This is a full-on outdoor camp stove right here. It's like a teepee.
What?
You set the whole thing up. I mean, why would you not want to be camping with that outside?
I want to be camping with whoever's going to be cooking on that. That's what I want to be.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. So.
Well, awesome. Well, Eric, I know you're down there, but we still have a new episode of Around the House Northwest that's going to be airing as well. Is there anything that you can give as far as a tease to talk about that? What to expect this week?
We got so much cool stuff, and I'm going to make you watch this one because there is so much stuff coming up in this show. But I tell you what, it's going to be, it's one of those things where we got to blast the show out. We did a great show for this week. We got some great interviews. We got some new products too. So there's a lot of stuff going into the show this week. So I'm not actually sure 100% because Bradley's killing it this week. I'm out here having fun, but guess what? Bradley has to put the show together. So he's been in there busting this thing out. So to be honest, I'm not 100% sure I even know what's all on the show this week. So
that's great. Surprise for everybody. But whatever it is, it's going to be awesome. And as always, there's a ton of segments in there and different things that you do, and everybody can check that out and watch this week's episode of Around the House North.
Yeah. One of the things we do, though, and this is pretty important, is that vinyl luxury plank floor? It's the things you put. I show you how to repair that.
Nice. I have that exact issue.
It comes apart, right? It splits apart. I show you how to go through and do the repairs on that. That's our big Perform Like a Pro this weekend.
I didn't even know that was repairable, so that's good to know.
Yeah, it kind of is. It's challenging. You got to do some tricks, but I got some tricks for you on that one. So
all right. Well, there we go. There's one tease at least for this week's episode.
Exactly.
So the rest of it, everybody can check that out, and we'll let everybody know where and how to watch. But Eric, anything else that you want to share with us there from the hardware show?
Man, there's just a lot of cool stuff here. I'm gonna have some social media with some more stuff on it as well. But I had a great time down here, and there's so many. The cool thing is there's so many little inventors with their brand new products that this guy has just worked 2 years and now he's into production and he's showing up. So there's all these little inventor guys around here that are just one-man shows with their dream, trying to get somebody to pick the stuff up in the retail store.
I love that. I'd like any of those conventions like that, whether it's CES or any kind of thing where you have the person who's been working on that in their garage for years and then gets to show it finally, and who knows, could take off and they could be a multimillionaire, in a couple of days.
Absolutely. Just takes the right person to come by.
Yeah. Well, Eric, thank you for sharing this with us and showing this off. I love that you're able to do this and join us, via your phone and get to see all of this stuff.
Sounds good, man. Hey, thanks for having me on, and it's always a lot of fun, and I got a lot more work to do, and then, of course, there's happy hour behind me with the band in a little bit, so it's going to get loud out here.
Real rough. All right.
It's the hard work we have to do to get the information out to people, right?
That's what you got to do, That's what you're doing for the people. All right, Eric, thanks, man.
Absolutely.
All right, so there we go. That was Eric Goranson, obviously live there at the National Hardware Show. I switched gears here just for this shot. That is from our Chinook Winds camera over at the Oregon coast in Lincoln City. That looks pretty amazing out there right now if you happen to be over there for spring break. And again, this is Fox 12 Now. If it's your first time ever watching, thanks for being a part of the show. We do cover a wide range of topics. Eric joins us here usually every week on Thursdays at 1:30 to talk about whatever he's doing. A lot of times he's talking about this upcoming episode of Around the House Northwest, but instead he was live there at the National Hardware Show. So you don't want to forget, though, to watch Around the House Northwest as well. And we have more coming up here for Fox 12 Now. So we live stream every afternoon, every weekday afternoon. Coming up at 2 o'clock, we're going to be talking to Billy Bush. If you're a fan of The Masked Singer, then you know that last night actually, he was revealed as the Lion, Sir Lion, on the show. He was kicked off of the show. That was his last episode, which means they revealed who he was. So we talked to Billy Bush about that. Coming up at 2:30 p.m., you may have heard the story about the firefighter down in Southern Oregon who rescued or is now has now rescued the dog that was found after a house fire. This is a good story, trust me. And the dog and the firefighter are going to be joining us at 2:30 p.m. Then at 3 p.m., we're going to talk to Devin Pouncey, who is one of the announcers for the Rip City Remix. So the Rip City Remix Fan Appreciation Night is coming up this weekend. There's a lot of people from Fox 12 that are going to be there. So that's coming up at 3 o'clock. So lots of things happening here throughout the afternoon. And the best way to watch is wherever you're watching me right now. So whether that's on Facebook, YouTube, our website, or our apps, I keep on saying it, download that Fox 12 Oregon app on whatever platform you're on, whatever your phone is, whether it's Android, iPhone, we've got it on there, so download that as well. But we'll take a quick break, we'll reset, 2 p.m. Billy Bush is joining Fox 12 Now. I'm Greg Nebler.